The idea of writing the book started with Kate Kellaway, who was a journalist who came out to ride with us. And she just thought this was the most amazing story and went back to London and wrote a wonderful article about the horses. And the article was read by a literary agent who came out all the way to Billunkulo and talked to Pat and I about the book. It is an amazing story, and there's nothing more amazing than these wonderful horses and what they have been through. The story starts in Zimbabwe, where Pat and I farmed for 35 years, and we had an idyllic life. I mean, obviously we had the problems, everyday problems you have with farming, and not enough money, or bad seasons, etc. But we had a wonderful, wonderful life. And we only had 6 horses of our own. Our neighbour Sharon Tesha had horses. It was a horsey community. A lot of polo was played. The kids were always at gymkhanas and pony camps. And horses were very much part of, the farming life. I don't think any of us expected what was going to happen in 2001. Absolutely no idea. I mean, we were never very involved in politics. Robert Mugabe had ruled peacefully for sort of 20 years. The land invasions took everybody completely by surprise. And what happened during those sort of terrible days of being kicked off our land, trying to find places to stay, the biggest problem were animals, because every farm has animals. You have dogs, horses, pet sheep, the odd pet pig. I mean, there's always livestock running around a farm, let alone all the wild animal orphans that you bring up as well. So the tragedy of the animals, I guess with people having so many personal problems, the horses, cows, bigger livestock that had to be left behind on farms, the terrible emotions that children had to face up when a beloved horse was left behind. You can imagine those kind of things. So Pat and I didn't actively go out to go and rescue every horse in Zimbabwe. What happened was Shah and Tesha, our neighbours, had a terrible time. They eventually decided to go to New Zealand, so we took their horses. We'd found a place to stay at the stage, so we had our horses and their horses. But as the farming community fell, more and more people were looking for homes for their horses, and if they couldn't find them, sadly the vets had to put them down. And there were a lot of horses abandoned as well.